Hey guys, just before this video starts, I just want to say that this video was inspired by a YouTuber named David Land. He actually does some great content on mainly NASCAR and IndyCar, does some WEC as well, and IMSA. It's basically just sports car racing. This video was basically inspired by one of his videos about the NASCAR number shift change, basically having the numbers shift to have more sponsors. He was just reacting to basically people on Twitter reacting to it and giving his opinion on it. So I just wanted to just say that it was inspired by him. I will leave a link to his channel and the video down in the description. Anyways, enjoy the video. Hello and welcome to today's video. Now today, this is going to be a pretty late video. I know it's only like 12:29 in the morning and Christmas Eve, so Merry early Christmas if it does get released on Christmas Day. Um, I just want to quickly talk about this. This was released around 12:05 by the Haas F1 team. It was about Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher, the driver lineup. So this is what the team statement says. Haas F1 team would like to reaffirm that Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher will form its driver lineup for the 2021 FIA Formula One World Championship. As per the team's previous statement regarding the actions of Nikita Mazepin, this matter has now been dealt with internally and no further comment shall be made. Basically, they are going to be keeping Nikita Mazepin in the team. We already knew that Mick Schumacher was probably was still going to be in the team. But yeah, and obviously, if you can't tell, a lot of backlash has been coming up onto the surface. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to react to people actually talking about it in basically Twitter trending. I can't really be bothered to say my opinion. I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm pretty disappointed that they didn't really do anything. Like, they probably, like, my opinion, they should have really gave him, like, a fine, or, I don't know, just probation, maybe? I don't know, though, but we're gonna go to trending, Formula 1. Obviously, it's been trending a whole lot. So, we first started with Matt Gallagher, obviously from WTF1. He tweeted out, "I've never been so disappointed in the sport I truly love. What a fucking disgrace. Hashtag we say no to Mazepin." I mean, you can't really argue with that. It is disappointing that this happened, but at the same time, you can't really blame them because I think when Calamino has already been signed to the Ferrari team as the reserve I think as a test driver or the reserve driver. They do have Piastri Fittipaldi, but I think there's talks about him going to IndyCar, so you can maybe do that. But it is disappointing, but I'm not really that surprised. Next up, this is by Beth. I guess I actually don't know who it is. I do apologize. I think I might have an idea though. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Both F1 and Haas were given a golden opportunity to make a stance and set a precedent on how sexual assault is dealt with in the paddock. They fucked it. Hashtag we say no to Mazepin. True as well. Um, like it's not really like a good sign if you legit re-sign someone who basically groped a female. So not really that great for Mazepin. Obviously, I actually did saw a video of everything of every wrong thing that he did in his career. So pretty terrible, and a pretty bad image for both F1 and Haas. Next up, this is a reply. This is by the Finch who stole Christmas. At Holy Gravsky. Sorry if I mispronounced that. He responded, "Not at all surprising, but massively disappointed all the same." Yeah, basically just like that. I'm not surprised, but pretty disappointed that they didn't really give him like a fine or anything. They should give him a fine, to be honest. If he got like a fine or probation or just got kicked out of F1 entirely, then yeah, probably that would be a lot better. But because he didn't really get a lot of he didn't get like a lot of he didn't get punished. Just say that he just got slapped on the wrist basically. Next up, This is a retweet from at Tanpure Arthavar. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced some of your names. A short reminder: Formula One will be run by people with money, ignoring all the morals and ethics. Pathetic at Haas F1 team. It's kind of like I get, it supposed to make sense because they want the money, but you need to remember that the sport was legit made for money. Every single driver, even if you love like Lando Norris or Daniel Ricciardo or Lewis Hamilton, they were legit paid. They were paid drivers. It was built by paid drivers. So I guess you can kind of see why they want Mazepin because of all the Russian money that they want. But it's still pretty bad. Yeah, they are like ignoring it and everything. But yeah. Next up from at Formula Reactions, we will not be silent. Which is about the trending. Obviously, it's trending currently in Twitter. From at X Kevin Skix. What the fuck are you doing at FIA? You launch a hashtag we race as one, and then you let a driver on the grid who has overstepped his boundaries multiple times. What joke you are. It's all in the money. No cares about human rights after all. Kevin, I do have to agree with you. He has overstepped the boundaries multiple times. Like, apparently he basically put Nobuharu and Masashita in hospital after, I think, collision thing in the 2019 Russian Grand Prix. I think it was the feature race. You obviously punched Carmelo in the paddock. He almost ran over Yuki Tsunoda with the board sign of the results. Obviously, he got a penalty. He also literally did that on Instagram. I can't remember what else he did. I think he did one more thing. I just can't remember what it was though. Oh, and basically just threatening George Russell. That was what I'm trying to look for, because I did talk about that in another video. At Lawson, you know what? I'll just call him Nat. The one and only Haas 2021 driver. It's just Mick Schumacher, yeah. At the Gravel Trap F1, money over morals for at Haas F1 team. Yep. From Dominic, I hope we get an early Christmas present today, and at Haas F1 team decides to sack Mazepin. Yeah, how did that go for you? Terribly. That was also 2 hours ago. That was terrible. Aged like milk. From Ion, I'm gonna guess. I don't care about what you think about hashtag we say no to Mazepin at Haas F1 team, but this has to be taught to Nikita Mazepin that money cannot buy justice or an F1 seat, and only pure talent is what is needed for an F1 seat. And then it's just 3 times hashtag we say no to Mazepin. I have to agree. Obviously, all we want is pure talent. Like, obviously, literally when Williams announced that Lance Stroll was going to be in Williams, we were like, oh, terrible. Blech. But then he started improving. And then now he's actually not that bad of a driver. This is by hashtag that poor bitch or tar. Hashtag or Tay. It's probably Tay. Hashtag we say no to Mazepin. Absolutely disappointed and disgusted with the spinless decision. At Haas F1 team, hope the dollar is worth it because you've lost the respect from many at F1 supporters. You really have, Haas. At the same time, it's not really the social management's fault. They have no control over it. They only tweet, they only come out or the post saying what a team member the manager or over Gunther Steiner says. So you can't really blame them for saying that, but yes, Haas F1 team has a team collectible. Yeah, they have also a lot of people's respects. For me, yes, they have, but I think some people's respects maybe a bit will probably be back up for a little bit. A whole lot, just a little bit. I think only when Mazepin's kicked out of F1, I think everyone is actually going to either, well, they're mainly just going to say fucking finally for Haas, and then everyone's respect will be coming back up for Haas. But this is not really a great move for them. So this is actually a Reddit screenshot by Ash, also known as @Formula Ash. He says, guys, this comment is genius. Can we actually say we say no to Mazepin? So this is what the Reddit says. Nikita Mazepin will still touch down in Melbourne for Grand Prix weekend as a Haas driver. Now that's a thought. Australia has certainly never been afraid to deny famous people an entry visa in the past. Chris Brown, Tyler the Creator, Snoop Dogg, David Iving, they've all been denied a visa for being a poor character, had to cancel concerts and everything. Maybe there should be a petition to the Australian government to deny Mazepin's visa. This is true. This is actually true. They have now just yeah I can basically confirm this because I am Australian obviously. They deny like famous people. They don't care. They don't give two shits if you're famous. If you've done something wrong, you are fucked. And Mazepin is fucked. Basically, Haas is going to drive either one car or Pietro Fittipaldi comes in to fill in for Mazepin, which basically means Fittipaldi is like the veteran because he's obviously done 2 races. I guess he kind of knows, but at the same time he's never raced in Australia, so yeah. So this is actually I'm actually pretty happy I found this because yeah, because there was I'll try and find a video again, but then I'll link it down in the description. But it's all gonna be the final one that we're gonna be reacting to. From E90SLW, also known as at Shilmkex24, they say so basically they've listed what Mazepin has done. Try to hit Yuki Tsunoda with a second place board. We've seen that video and image for many times. Punch Callum Ilott. I did talk about that in my video when it was announced about the whole thing. Assaulted another driver. I guess you could say Ilott made racist and homophobic comments on social media. I remember, I still remember, I think he did post on his stories the happy birthday to COVID-19, which was fucking weird. Why would you, why would you say happy birthday or even celebrate of a virus that we're in quarantine in and millions and millions of people have died to? What the fuck is wrong with you? He looks like I just want to say, he looks like a fucking egg. He looks like a rotten egg. That's what he looks like. I don't care if he tells you to fucking break down to date on this fucking video. He looks like a fucking rotten egg. Right? He looks like a rotten egg, I just want to say. It's true. Next up, several cases of dangerous driving. He legit almost killed Nobuharu Matsushita in Russia. And finally, sexual assaulted a woman. Yeah, we already know about that because it was well widespread. So I think this is the tweet that I found when talking about the Nikita. Actually, no, I don't think it was. I think it's actually a new one. So this is this is non-sport behavior. Carmilla. So actually, yeah, and Carmilla just gave him like a swollen jaw, black eye, wounds. He was a little emotional. Yeah, he was hurt physically and emotional. Got the famous sore loser hitting the pit board. Now it's on number 2. I don't really know what that is. There it is. 1 year since the guy in Wuhan ate a bat. Happy birthday, COVID. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. There's the George Russell, Nikita Mazepin thing. Basically, there's that. There's this that which I already said as well. Is in age well. Unfortunately, his right money over everything else. It's time like this where I lose faith in the sport. To be honest, yeah, true. So this is just when I think someone actually was getting racist messages from the followers, and not that great. Reminder that Mazepin has an attitude problem. He definitely does. this was after Sonoda inherited a win from him in August. Will be interesting if Yuki gets a C next year too. This one basically says, if Sonoda doesn't know how to lose, let him go to Kabuki Theater and he belongs there. Clown Japan. The fucking disrespect. Yeah, just not that great to really respond to that. This one threw a party over the morning of those killed at the mine, just pretty fucking weird of him. So this is the Nikita Mazepin video. I'm going to try not to play any sound. There we go. So basically, I'll just put this full screen. This is Jack Aiken. This was so this was in 2019. So this was last year. Apparently, yeah. So yeah, in race 2. I think this was in the sprint race then. And Louis Delatraz in the car lens, slides on, spins out. Alright, that's okay. But then up ahead is where Matsushita almost is basically hospitalized. Is basically now hospitalized. So you see the crash there. So that's Mazepin. So obviously Aiken goes into the escape road, and Mazepin is an absolute fucking idiot, and crashes into Matsushita that was in the Russian time car. So you see him coming back across, and bam! There's Nabrahara Matsushita right there, and that's Nikita Mazepin. Okay, that's how I'm gonna be watching. There's obviously the famous of him just blocking Felipe Drugovich. I don't know. I still don't know why he did that because he's kind of dumb. I can't really see what this is. Okay, so that was just the Instagram video. The petition. Girl, when your younger self. Don't drink too much tequila in yacht Dubai party. Don't drink with assholes better. Referring to Nikita Mazepin. And the other one. Mine would be, don't let anyone touch you or disrespect you again. That was also talked by Mazepin as well. So that's just like a full thing. I will literally leave a link to this thread in the description. And yeah, so that's it for me now. It is a much more serious note because it is obviously about a very, very controversial driver who's on pretty fucked up shit. So anyways, I don't know when I'm going to. I don't know when I'm going to release this. Probably around probably Christmas Eve. If not, Merry Christmas, everyone. Until then, have a good one. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna echo. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.